To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the Entreprenubians Podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome back to our last segment with Miss Nequetta Alford. This is the Entreprenubians Podcast. I'm your girl, Tiffany Nicole, and that is Last Trace.
What up? We here with NAO Fit Gang.
And y'all know this is my favorite segment, the book club.
I like
so she said she got a list of books for us, y'all, so I'm going to just shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
I love it. First of all, I love this segment. So yeah, shut up. I love it. So first of all, y'all know I love books. Mm-hmm. Books is like I got a list of them here because these are some of the books that I'm reading.
That list is long, y'all. That list is long.
It is.
We need the whole list.
Yep. So I would start with The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F.
Oh,
that's a whole book.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
I live by that.
Oh my God. It's by Mark Manson. And he really teaches you, because we've been in this world thinking that we got to just go, and we got to fill in time. Yeah. And every time we get 15 or 20 minutes, we start looking for stuff we can do versus just sit down and relax. Yes. Mm-hmm. But he talked about how our minds are losing us because we don't take the time to give a fuck. Stop giving a fuck. Mm-hmm. We focus so much on going. I mean, the book is amazing. I needed it because I do, and I know y'all full-time entrepreneurs and work sometimes too, but going from A to B to C to Z, your brain has to relax. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he tells you why your brain needs these breaks, how you can come back powerful by taking these breaks. Like the book, I'm telling y'all, that book is a bomb.
Thank you for mentioning that, because on this show, of course, we always talk about going hard, go hard. Mm-hmm. Promote your business, run your business, mm-hmm. but to say that it's really good and healthy for you and your business to take a break sometimes and sit down, relax, clear your mind,
please,
and don't do any business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Sometimes you got to stop and and take a break from the business so that the business can benefit from the break.
It's true.
It needs the breaks.
Our brain is a muscle, and we don't know. The brain beat just like the heart. It's a muscle. Mm-hmm. So if we constantly using it, it don't get a break. Right. But when you shut down, and your body knows the difference between stress and rest.
Yeah.
So your brain knows that, okay, you stressed out. That's why you looking for stuff to do versus you need rest, which is why you not thinking. But the brain has to stop working, has to stop thinking, has to stop moving for you to recuperate what you want to do next. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're not even having 100% thought. You just doing. Right. So I would take that book, changed my life. Next one, I would say, this one is the bomb. It's called, I got a lot of books with a lot of curse words. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Oh my God. And she just teach you just to be confident in who you are and what you got going on, and just know that you kick ass at everything you do. We like to look at other people and compare ourselves. Well, she got more followers, where she got more people comments, instead of looking and praising ourselves for what we got and what we good at. Yeah. So look in your own yard, because just like that person got more followers, they got more problems.
It's the gift and the curse of social media.
Thank you. It's the gift and curse.
Social media has allowed people to feel like they are so inadequate.
Yeah.
In so many different places in their life. And it's like, sometimes you got to just remove yourself from it.
It's true.
And I know people, a lot of people who are not on social media just for that reason.
Yes.
Because it mentally messes with you.
It does.
Like
It's a comparison.
It is. If you don't have that, whatever it is to help you block out that stuff, you get sucked in.
You do.
You get sucked in, and it's like, it is not good.
You see somebody else go buy a house. Oh, well, they bought a house, so now let me go get a house. I remember years ago when I first got in Lee Moon, remember they were giving away BMWs? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how many people when they got BMWs, because they feel like, well, you about to get one. Mm-hmm. And that's the way the mind works, which is why you see so many people keep it to yourself and just follow you and your plan. Don't look left and look right, because we are creatures of habits. Yeah. We want what other people see and what other people got.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Come on with it.
One of the best books I read, these three actually, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy.
I heard of that one.
Mm-hmm. He teaches you how to compound. Like, one thing successful people do is they build habits. Mm-hmm. Successful people make their bed. Right. You could tell a very unsuccessful person, because most time they don't make their bed. But successful people do the same stuff you're going to see them reading. You're going to see them journaling.
Routine. They do routine.
They have routine habits. Yeah. Look at Bill Gates. This man goes to McDonald's every single morning for an Egg McMuffin and
Warren
a cup.
Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
goes to thank
I
you.
know that
Thank
story.
you. I love it. Warren Buffett.
I started eating more at McDonald's when I heard the story. I was like, oh, I can eat
Warren
McDonald's.
Buffett.
Okay, cool.
I'm like,
I
dude,
love
he's
it.
80 something, been eating McDonald's all these years. I'm gonna eat my McDonald's.
But here's the
again.
kicker. This man, 80-something years old, eating McDonald's every morning and got the same house he bought when he was in the 70s.
Yep.
And this is a billionaire.
Yep.
Yes.
He goes to his office, reads the paper 2 or 3 hours, or read a book 2 or 3 hours, and then he conducts his business. We so all over the place. We say we don't have time to invest. We ain't got time to read. But meanwhile, we got time to scroll on social media, and it's the
You
dumb.
make time for what you want to make time
Thank
for.
you. You successful people put in the time. Like one of the biggest reasons why I can read so many books is in the car there's no radio. It's strictly reading books. It's nothing but audibles. So I would challenge anybody for 5 years straight. You will change your mind and your life just literally reading audibles in the car instead of music, because music programs you as well.
It does.
And we don't see that, but you taking in shooting and killing, and that's just programming you. So now you've seen it on your phone, the way analytics work. Now you open up your phone, you're hearing and seeing some of that same stuff on social media. You're hearing and seeing it in the news. So
It's
you got
constant.
you got to block that.
It's
So
constant.
get that book for that reason, The Compound Effect. He also teaches you how to compound stack and how to keep stacking habits on habits on habits so that you can do better. So it's the bomb.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm on that.
The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone is the bomb.
Yep.
Oh my. He just tell you how to, if you're going to do it, and that's why I go so hard, this book. If you're going to do it times 10. So,
You should.
Yeah.
You really should. Yeah. Yeah.
I like Grant Cardone.
Oh, I love him. I love him. My last one, Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers, was good. Building an Empire was really good. He just teach you how to, a lot of times we talked about this earlier, we want to get there so fast. We want to be so successful, but we don't want to lay the foundation.
No.
The amount of people I know who went and got EINs and business license before actually doing a business plan are all out of business.
Because people think getting an EIN number makes your business legit, and it does not.
It's something
It's like-
tangible for
that's
people
it.
to see, but there's nothing that's going
behind
to
it.
push, nothing behind
Nothing
it.
behind it.
It
Nothing
don't
behind
convert, it don't engage, it don't increase. It is just a piece of paper. 9 out of 10 people who come to me with all of this without a business plan typically have to amend within a year.
Wow.
And you got to pay half the money. So if you're paying $130, $150 to get a LLC, and it's free for EIN, but you also need to amend it. So now you need to change the name because you didn't name the name after a product. I can't tell you how many people names are named after a
A
product.
lot of people do that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially people in drop shipping.
Drop shipping.
Yeah.
So
Oh
when
my
you name it
God.
after product, you don't have room to upsell
Yeah.
and to
Right.
expand.
You can expand.
Right.
Expand,
You're stuck.
upscale.
You made yourself stuck in that
In that
product.
zone.
That's it.
Yep. So if I can help anybody today, I would definitely tell you, get that book so that you can understand how to build the foundation, build your empire. Stop trying to half step and get a LLC or EIN. And who says you need a LLC? You may need an S Corp. You may need a C Corp or
Exactly.
a nonprofit,
Yeah.
but you hear LLC, so you go run and get it. So I did a live. You go run and get it because you think it's going to work
That's
for
a
you.
great point you made.
Yeah.
Because if you go on LegalZoom or any one of these platforms
give you
where you
all
can
the
buy,
options.
yeah, but knowing that there's a lot of options when you only hear us talk about LLC.
Yeah.
People don't mention that.
Yeah.
There's so many other types of businesses
So many
you can
entities.
form
Yeah.
that would probably make more sense for your particular business.
Yeah.
But people just say, I need an LLC.
Well, they don't even know what their business is.
Right.
So then, like,
'Cause they didn't get a
your
business
entity
plan for
depends
it.
on what business type that you actually have.
Exactly.
And if you
Yeah.
don't do the business plan like we've been talking about this whole time, you have no idea what you're just even gonna
Right.
do.
You got people calling
Like-
themselves, got an LLC calling themselves CEOs. CEOs are typically running nonprofits. Like, you're a business owner. You're a venture capitalist. You are not something with anything but a CEO for an LLC. But terminology is important too.
It is. Yep.
But this is how you know you can tell when you're talking to business people or not, because the terminology that's being used.
Yeah.
You can also look at most people that don't even have an entity. That
Yeah.
most of them have just I got my EIN number, which is great.
Yeah.
Because I tell anybody that's free, so it is okay if you want to protect the name and get an EIN number. You can just keep getting them. But why go spend money and get an LLC when you don't even have a business plan?
Exactly.
So please stop getting EINs and LLCs with no business plan. Trust me, the proof is going to be. Let me tell you why a business plan is so important. It tells you if that business is even a good idea. It tells you if the location is going to work.
Yep.
It tells you, you know what, the Asians got the hair market on lock, so this is probably not a good idea. Yeah. Even though we think, oh, I'm black and I wear weave, everybody gonna buy it from me. You can't compete with the Asian prices.
No, you cannot.
You cannot.
So it's almost like you just set yourself up to go open up a store
that just sell bundles.
that sells bundles.
Because there's a lot of those popping up.
Right.
Just stores that sell bundles.
You can do that online.
Yes, you don't need a storefront for that.
Yeah.
And black people, you know, when we run businesses, we like to stretch margins. We like to stretch margins that ain't even there.
Sure do.
Yeah, because the Asians get it for so much cheaper because they're buying a whole lot.
Yes.
When we first started out, we're not buying 15 bundles. We're gonna buy 4, and that price is gonna be different.
I agree.
It's gonna be more for us. We gotta charge our customer more.
Yeah.
Right. We're spreading our margins the wrong way.
We really are.
Yes.
We're not buying more bulk to get cheaper
Thank
costs.
you. We buying the little and then charging
screwing our
more.
customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's a whole nother issue where, like you said, we screwing our customers. Customers just want to support, and they want to support you. But I'll support you one time because you basically didn't beg me, but you won't retain them or sustain them, and that's what the issue.
Yep.
That's why we out of business. Finally, I want to say we always do this too. We get in business and we don't have a sustainability plan. How are you going to stay in business? Everybody do good at their grand opening or the lunch.
Yep.
Everybody is excited, but 6 months and a year later. So I did this live with a friend of mine 2 weeks ago, and we talked about how you sustain your business. Every woman had started a business within 2 years was out of business. None of them had a business plan. They all had an EIN. They all had an LLC.
Probably websites and Instagram pages too.
Cash out for the business, everything. But not one of them had a business plan. If you have a business plan, it's going to have a sustainability factor in there. How are you going to keep this up? Because year 1 is not going to be the same as year 2, 3, 4, 5. And most people don't know 9 out of 10 businesses are out of businesses by year 3.
Yep.
By year 5, 9 out of 10 of those that survived are out of business.
Business is hard.
Business is hard, but I think we forget that there's 3 ways to get rich in the United States, and this is where the Caucasians know it. They know it's real estate, they know it's investing, and they know it's small business.
Yep.
Most of them are in real estate and investment. A small group of them are in SBO. Black people, we all gravitate to SBO because we never had shit, and it's a form of ownership.
Yeah, and it's easier to start an SBO than it is to invest or buy a house.
And it's easy to it's easy to understand. We think we don't even understand business, but we think it's easy when investing. And real estate is way easier. You got the it's so much easier.
Investing, you just saying, where can I sit my money at?
Right, that's it.
And I'm looking for a place to sit it where it's going to grow just by sitting it.
We don't. You know why we don't want that type of growth? Because we want attention. We don't want, if you put money away and letting it sit, don't get a lot of attention.
Right.
But saying, hey, I'm here.
That.
Thank you.
Thank
you. That ain't flashy. That ain't clout.
Take a picture of your portfolio. You can't flash that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't stunt on y'all with a stock portfolio that looks crazy.
Meanwhile,
y'all is like, whatever.
And it said, meanwhile, you got people, I'm looking at half the women I know, they would have killed it if they would have invested their money in the stock market or real estate. But they invested in, I know somebody invested $20,000. I'm not going to say her business. Excuse me, $20,000 in a business. She was out of business in 6 months. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want nobody want that stuff. And that, I promise you, that wasn't it. It was her. She didn't have a business plan. She didn't have a marketing strategy. She wasn't consistent, and she runs another business. So you were competing, and you partnered up with somebody else. I see a lot of women collaborating. Why am I going, if I got a successful business, why am I going to go collaborate with you and leave behind myself? And this is what people are doing.
Yeah.
That's
trying to diversify
your own business.
But we don't see it. Oh, that's my friend, and they're trying to diversify. We don't realize that, first of all, before you build with your friend, you need to build with yourself. You need to build your empire. You need to lay your foundation, invest in yourself, save your money. Because if I'm a real friend, I don't want to partner up with you if we're not on the same level.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not personal.
Yeah, it's business. And that's what we forget. We want everything to be personal. But that's my friend. This is business. You could be my friend, but this topic is business.
Right? Goodness.
Quetta dropping them on us.
I'm so glad she came back, y'all.
Right?
Listen, she gonna be back again, though. Don't
We
y'all
coming
worry.
back. We coming back.
Because it's always
It ain't
something.
enough days in the week.
Exactly. It's always something. I want to thank you so much for dropping by and spending this week with us.
You're so welcome.
Because it's gonna be litty.
I'm excited.
Oh my goodness, this was great.
Yeah, I really want everybody who watches this to truly look back, listen back, take notes,
Yes.
follow up with some of the resources that Quetta brought to us. Creative Studio, Business Suite.
Mm-hmm.
She really expressed how important they are to any business. And your business plan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's the
She
underlying
reiterates
theme
that with us.
to everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So thank you again, Quetta.
You're welcome.
But
You're
before we
blessing
go,
us with-
give everybody your socials. Where can they find you to buy something?
Yes.
Not to collaborate with you, but to support your business. Because
Right.
them waist trainers, y'all, they work. I'm just saying. I need a new one because mine's too big now. Listen.
They was
You
one
sure look
size fits all.
Thank you.
No.
No, I thought it was one size fits all.
No, they are not one size fits all. Because the one I got is too big, and it's not training my waist right now because it's too big.
I got you. I love it. So y'all, we at naofitgang.com, naofitgang.com. And you can also reach us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, MySpace. I'm just joking. But TikTok. We everywhere. And this is a huge part of branding. That's why we brand our business. I don't care where you look. You're going to find us at NAO Fit Gang. That's a huge part of our brand. NAO Fit Gang is that simple.
All right.
Yeah.
Excited. Thank you so much, Nequetta.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
You're so welcome.
NAO Fit Gang, y'all. Check them out.
Yes.
Whoop.